Hey Rani, hey Rani, hey Rani, నేను చెప్పుకుంటా సందని దినమో ఐరాసు అన్నుయాలుగే ఐరాసు ఉండేయాలుగే చెరి నన్నే పట్టెలు కలిగింతలు అసలు లేదు.
Good morning. Online people, good morning. Okay, today class will implement the login page. What page is it? Login page. See guys, I want to implement the login page. To implement the login page, tell me the code for that to implement the login page means. So guys, today we'll go for the login.jsx file, login operation. So enter the username. I will take some static data for the username and password. Yeah. Username and what? Username text box. Second one is what? Password text box. Click on what button here? Login button. See guys, once you implement the login button, implement what button? Login button. What we should get the message in the bar menu bar here. We have the bar, right? This is the bar. In the bar, veg items, non-veg items, milk items, cart items, and the orders we have implemented is all right. Today I implement the login page, guys. You make the here login component. Make what component? Once if we got the login, uh, today just I'll tell you what the requirement today we have to do. When we click on the login button, click on what? Login button. We have to get the username like welcome button. For the message here. Anyway, websites like once if you after login, you get the message welcome Ratan, welcome Satish, something username, right? We have to get the message like welcome Ratan message here. First, you should display the login page. Display what page? Login page. Display the login page. Number one, display what? Tell me guys, display the what page here? Login page. So once you successfully logged in, okay, successful. Tell me guys, successful login. Tell me successful login. What we have to do once successfully logged in, get the message at what? Successful login, get the message. What the message tell me? Welcome. Something like welcome Satya. Welcome. Welcome Satya. We have to get the message. Assume that login failed means enter the valid credentials. Login what? Successful login, get the message like that. Login failed. See, successful login, you can get the message that welcome Satya. Okay, welcome Satya. And after that, what? What we can say, guys? You logged in. Once you logged in, what you have to get the message? Welcome Satya, right? Welcome Satya. And login button should come or should have disappear. Login should disappear, logout should come. Like sign in should disappear and sign out should come, right? Yeah, click on what successful sign in, guys. Display the sign in page. That page, sign in page. Once if you display the sign in page, successful sign in, get the message welcome to Satya Tech. And the sign in link will should not be disappear. Okay, sign in link should be what? Tell me guys, sign in link. Sign in link disappear and what? Tell me guys, sign in link should be disappear. Here sign out button should come, right? Sign in link should disappear. Sign in link what? Should disappear and sign out button should come. What button guys here? Sign out. Yeah, sign out button should come, right? Sign out button should come. Should what? Should come. Once if you sign out button. Yeah, what you have to get? Sign in link should disappear. Sign out button should come first. Once if you successfully get the successfully login, then we successfully login, get the message at what? Welcome Satya. Sign in link should disappear. Sign out button should come. Sign out button should come. Once if we done the sign out completed. Tell me guys, sign out when we click sign out. Tell me guys, when we click what? When we click the sign out. When we click the sign out, then what happened here? Sign in button should come. Sign in button should come, right? sign in button should come. That is the today requirement we have to implement. It seems like a very small thing, but we have to do a lot of work for this. Because when you get the successful login, sign in button should come out or disappear, and what button should come? Welcome Satya, and sign in link should disappear, and sign out button should come, right? Sign out link should come. When you click on the sign out, then when we click on the sign out, then sign in button should come, right? That is the process we have to do. We got the point, right? What is the requirement we have to tell me? Click on what button? Sign in button. Once if we click on the sign in, successful sign in, what we have to get the message? Welcome user. What message? Welcome user. Welcome user, and sign out button should come. When you click on the sign out, welcome user should come and sign in button should come. What button? Sign in button should come, right? Exactly. Okay, to implement that, first you need to take the login.jsx file. What the file name here? Login.jsx. First, we create a login page here. First, you need to handle any operation. First, login page required, right? Can please create the login page first. Tell me, guys, to create the login page, go for the src new file. Tell me new file. src new file. src new file. src what new file? src new file. Yeah, right click on src, click on the new file. The file name is what? Tell me, guys, here. Can you create the login.jsx? Okay, this is login.jsx. To get the shortcut, like to get the component. What is shortcut? React functional component export. React functional component export. Then you will get the functional login return statement. But div is good. React fragment is good. React fragment is good because div means again extra node is added into the what DOM structure, right? That's what, guys. Export the default is what? Login like this. Fine, good. Guys, now we need to get what page, guys? Login page. To get the login page, guys, just you can take the h1 tag. Tell me, guys, login application, login processing. Yeah. What you can say, login page. Simply can say like login page, close what? h1 tag, that's login page, guys. What we require, tell me? Username, text box, password, text box, and the login button, right? To do that, tell me, guys, first one is what? Okay, first one is what? Label. You can take the constant text means label. Just you can take what? Username. Speak out, what we require? Username. After the text box required, tell me input. Input what? Input type equal to text. Yeah, input type equal to text. I need to hold that username, right? To hold the username, take what tag is here? Refer. Ref attribute. Ref attribute, take the what? Username, right? Close the brace like that, guys. Enough. Because after that, tell me username is done. Next one is what field? Password field, right? Just enter the second one is the password field. You can take the password and you need to make the reference is what? Password. And you take the input type equal text or password or password. Then password is visible or not visible? Not visible, right? Yeah, that's it, guys. So you taken what tag here? Ref attribute. What attribute? Refer. To maintain the data. To hold this form data, guys. To hold this what? Form data. We are using one hook like, use ref hook, guys. Let, tell me, let what? Username equal to. See, to maintain the value, use state hook we are maintaining. But this is to maintain the value to get the data from the form. To get the data from form. To get the data from the form, then tell me what we have to do. Use ref hook we have to use. Use ref, just initial value you can make it as a null. So use ref purpose is what? To read the data from form. To hold the form data, use ref. Use state to maintain the value. And use effect automatically execute. Use navigate automatically forward. And use selector, use dispatch, configure store. These all are the hooks, guys. One day I'll give all the hooks information. Fine. Okay, that is you use ref here. The second one is what? Username, and the second one is what? Password. Tell me, guys, two username. See, guys, this username password and you taken this ref variable, right? This username password should be same. You got the point now? Then what the purpose of username hook? To read the data from the form. The next one, tell me, guys, what we have to do? Click on the button. When you click on the button, tell me, guys, what the button? Tell me, button. Button close. What the button name, guys, here? Login. Tell me, guys, what the button you will give? On click. If you want, you can write the style for that button. Just you can style what? Color colon. Tell me, guys, just you can write the background color. Background what? Background color. Just you can make the something like green, something like some button you created. Guys, you need to maintain it mainly like first you can see that form, guys. This is a form ready. This is what? Form is ready. What the form tell me? Login page, username, text box, password, what text box, form is ready. What we need to do once the form is ready, we need to create the link, right? What the link? Sign in link. What link? Yeah, sign in. Tell me where we have to create the links. App dot, because routing is there in the app.jsx, you please open the file is what? App.jsx, right? Yeah, open the app.jsx. Open file is what? App.jsx. Go for the browser router. Just you can take the links. Already some links are there. You can add one more link is what? What is the link name, guys? Here? Login link. You please create the login link. Then you can go for what? This is like, again, better to write the sign in button. Go for the sign in button and fine, login. See, you're saying showing like sign in information, but the file is what file, guys? Here, login. For the login, you can please make one route here. Tell me how to make the route. Tell me route of route slash, and you can remove this, and you can take the path. Tell me, guys, what the path here? Login, and you can make it what? Element. Element equal to braces, and take the React data here. And what button we have? What component you have to load? Login component, right? So when you click on the sign on, then what happened? Tell me. Sign on means what the URL here? Login URL. For that login URL, tell me what the component you are loading here? Login component we are loading, right? Just to go and check the file once. Yeah, this is a file, guys. Now you got one extra file is what? Sign on, right? Go for the veg items, non-veg items. Click on what button, guys? Here? If we click on the sign on, we got some page. Yeah, we got some page like what page? Tell me. Login page, username, password, login. I think it's going for the one line. You can make the some break symbol at least. You can go for the next line. Tell me, guys, to create the breaks. Go for the login.jsx. For then one username password. After that, you can take what? Break br slash. You can take. So br slash like that. I taken the two breaks and I taken what? Two breaks. Click on the refresh. Come to the browser. Yeah, that is the page, guys. Now, when you click on what button, tell me sign on. Sign on means what the file you are getting here. Username. Second one is what? Password. Username is Ratan and password is what? Ratan at the rate 123. See, I entered some username and what? Password. Click on what? Click on what? Login. Tell me when you click on the login, what function got executed? What event is raised? So you click on login button, what event is raised? On click event is raised. Let me write the on click event. Tell me guys, this is what? On click. On click, let me write the function name is like login check function. What the function guys here? Login check. Okay, this is a login check function. I'm going to take the login check in the login component. This is here you can take the login check. Tell me what the login check function you have to take. Let what? Login check equal to write the last arrow functions, right? Write the arrow function, login check equal to braces like this. Tell me guys, when you do the login, what we have to do? Get the username. Get what? Username. Get the password. Get the username. Get the password. What we have to do? Get the username. Get the password. And we need to check, right? That's what, guys. When you click on the login, that username reference is there, na? This username. This is holding that username value. Holding what? Username value. This is like holding the username value, guys. This is the username value. This is holding the password value. That's what, guys. To get the username, simply can write the username dot current option is there, current dot value. Username dot current dot what? Value. See, username dot current dot value means you get the current username what we entered. Tell me username like this. We need to check the username or username and password both. Then tell me username dot current dot value. Username which is triple equal to what? Ratan. Username is what? Ratan and what? And password. Password dot value dot not password dot value dot password dot password dot what? Current dot what? Value. Password dot current dot value which is triple equal to what? Ratan RATN at the rate what? 1, 2, 3. See, if username password both are success, this is username dot current dot value equal Ratan and password dot current dot value equal to what? 1, 2, 3. Click on what? Praise. Tell me guys, if it is success means what we have to do? Login. Success means what you have to do? Login, success. Otherwise, login is failed. Okay, just let me check the code working or not. Just you can write the console dot log off. Tell me, console dot what? Log off. Just this is what? Login success. This is login success colon. Tell me, guys. Next one is what? Console dot. Tell me console dot what? Console dot log off. Login is failed. Just I'm checking that the message is coming or not. First, the code executing or not. We need to check. So username dot current dot value. Tell me guys, Ratan. Password dot current dot value. Ratan at the rate 123. If it is success means what? Login success. If it is failure means what? Login fail. You please check up this one is code is working or not. Just you can go to the username. Enter the username is what? Ratan. Password is what? Tell me about the password. Ratan at the rate 123. Click on what button? Login. I think you written the success means what? Login success. Fail means what? Login fail. But where you written the code? Console, right? Console means we need to right click on what? Inspect. And you can check the value. Go for what? Console. In the console, just you can clear the console once. Click on what button? Login button. Yeah, I think now you got the message that what? Login is success. What message here? Login is success. What message? Login is success. Right? Good. But tell me, is printing the login success and login failure is not our requirement, right? What is our requirement? Tell me. When you got the message like login, then what we should get? Sign in button should what? Disappear. What we have to get? We have to get the message welcome user. Welcome what? User. And what we can say? What button should come? Sign out button should come. What button should come? To do that, I need to perform this sign in and sign out operation, guys. Sign in what? Sign out. That a user, welcome user should be displayed in one component. When I click all the component, that should be displayed same way. See, sign welcome user, welcome Ratan, you will get the message here, assume. That should be like, showing for when we click on the veg items, when you click on the non-veg items, any items, that message should be displayed, right? That message should be what? What message? Welcome. Welcome, Ratan. That message should be what? Displayed or not displayed? That should not be disappear, right? That's what, guys. You please maintain this authentication process in the store. Because once if you maintain the store, I can get the data from where? Store. Get the data from where? Store. And I can display wherever I need. That's what authentication process we need to implement it in where? In the component level or store level? Store level. To implement that, what guys, to implement that, to what? Implement that, we need to take, yeah, we can take like, so we done with what? Username is ready. Next one is what, guys? Password is ready. Username, password, both are what? Success. Username, password is what? Both are success. If both are success, you create one slice like, you can create the slice like, authentication slice, guys. Auth slice. What does slice, guys, here? Authentication slice. That slice contains like, as you know, that slice contains how many options? Slice contains how many options? 3 options. What does slice contains? Auth. Huh? Slice name, initial state, nice. Initial state reducer. See guys, we are creating the slice, auth slice we are creating here, authentication slice, something like that. And what slice guys here? Authentication slice. See what the reducers you written, you try to check the reducers, what the code we written. Just to check the code, what the reducer code. This is a reducer. What reducer here? Login reducer is there, logout reducers are there. How many reducers we have? 2. One is the login, one is the as you know that everything contains the 2 values. One is a state, one is a action. State means existing state. Action means you dispatch it. What you dispatch like add to cart, remove cart, you dispatch, right? That is like state, and state means what? Existing state. Action means what? Action means what? Yeah, dispatched action, right? Dispatched value. Nothing but you're saying like input, right? Exactly. State means existing state gets initial state. But here I taken the state. How many values? Tell me here. 2 values. You can understand what the 2 values. Just you can keep aside. Go for what? Login and logout. Check the login. What he's doing. He's making that you logged in. Once you logged in, he's making the state. What is making the state? What is making the state? E is authenticated equal to what? True. You think like this one, guys. User is authenticated is what? True. Once he logged in, then state becomes what? Authenticated. Authenticated variables becomes state dot what? Authenticated. State dot what? Authenticated. Once you logged in, authenticated is what? True or false? True. Is authenticated is what? True. Number 1. And second one is what? Tell me. Logout. Logout contains what amount? State. Is authenticated is true or false? Huh? False. See, when you log in, you should give the message that welcome user. But when you log out, you want to get the message or not required? Not required. That's what it contains. Logout contains only what? State. Logout contains only what? State. But login contains state and action. Why action? Action is anybody input. Username. Input is what? Got the point, right? Login contains how many? Login contains how many arguments? Two arguments. What are the two arguments? State and state and action. Why? Because login means existing state we have to check. And what you can say? Action. And action means the input user will come so that he can give the message that welcome user, something like that. But logout means what? Input required, just authenticated false. Authenticated what? False. See guys, authenticated is a true. State dot user is what? Action dot payload. Nothing but input name. Input what? Name. That's what action dot payload is what? Name. And see this one here, state dot, if it is logout means what the message tell me? Authenticated is true or false? Authenticated false, username required empty. Username required empty. So when you click on the login, authentication becomes what? Tell me. Authentication becomes what? Yeah, true. If you click on the logout, authentication becomes what? When we click on the login, that name will becomes what? Action.payload. You know that action.payload values, right? Action.payload means what? Body. Action.payload means what? Body. So action.payload, nothing but name. But if you click on the logout, username required, nothing empty. Empty, right? Exactly. That is called login and logout. We have to maintain, guys. So our login is okay. We are clicking on the login button means what we are doing. Tell me. Authenticated becomes the true, and user becomes the name. Username. User becomes what? Here. Username. When we click on the logout button, logout. Authentication becomes false, and username becomes what? Empty. That's what it is. So state dot is authenticated true. State dot user, like like that you are making the data. You are making what? Data. Good. That is called logout. And how many reducers you are writing total here? Two reducers. One reducer is what? Login. Second reducer is what? Nice. Good. Come back once. See guys, you click on the web items. You click it on add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Where is the cart? In the store. Where is the cart? In the store. Store contains what? States. Store contains what? If the store contains the states, if I click on the refresh, I clicked on what? Cart is maintained, cart is cleared. Cart is cleared. Sir, no, cart is maintained, cart is cleared. Yeah. You got the point, right? Click on the add to cart, 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 add to cart. I clicked on what? Refresh. Then cart becomes what? 0. It means state will maintain the data up to refresh option. Once you done the refresh, the data will gone. Store card data will lost. Even login also, you done the sign in option. You done what? Sign in option. State will maintain the data until refresh. You sign in, then you refresh, then you sign out automatically. What happened? You tell me once. Very important point. You maintain the base items. You click on what? Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Then what happened? Tell me. Add to cart. Then cart is added when you click on what? Refresh. Some people ask the question, in the store, how much time the data is maintained? How much time the data is maintained? Until you refresh. Once you refresh, data will loss. Data will gone. Even sign in also, you sign in. Unfortunately, you click on what? Reload. Sign out on. Sign out. That is good. You should not sign out. Should not sign out. Until you click on the sign out button, that should not be sign out. That should not be what? Sign out. No, sir, when I reload, I want sign out means no problem. You can maintain the state like that. But what we decided, tell me? Once if you add the add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, even if you click on the refresh, that cart should not be clear. In the same way, when you click on what button, tell me? Sign in button. Once if you click on the sign in button, enter the Ratan at the rate what? 1, 2, 3, enter, login. You got the welcome Ratan, you got the sign out button. When I click the refresh, what happened? Again, it got the sign. Then you need to maintain the date until refresh, until the application log out. Until application. But Redux maintain the data until what? Refresh. Redux will maintain the data what? Until. But you want until refresh or until logout? Until logout, to maintain the data, guys, we have to use one concept like local storage. What the concept name? That's what here we have the concept like local storage, guys. What the concept name? Local. So without local storage, you can write. But what the problem here? Once you refresh, then what happens? Again sign out, again it's asking sign in every time. That's what, guys, you can go for the option like what? Local. Tell me here, local storage. Once he log in, we maintain the local storage. Once he log in, what? We maintain the local storage. We are set item. Guys, local storage is a predefined hook. Set items also predefined. So once you log in, tell me once you log in, what he is doing? For the purpose of local storage, it will maintain the data even if you refresh the page also. Generally, when you refresh the page, then what happens? Data will generally when you refresh the page, data will lose. But you want to maintain the data after refreshing also, you have to maintain the data. To maintain the data after refresh, you can go for what? Local storage. Storage, yeah, local storage. Local storage set item, username. If he is logged in, means maintain the username. He is logged out means what? Remove that username. Logged in means maintain the storage, right? Maintain what? Storage. Once he logged out means that username required, remove. We need to remove that username, right? That's what you are maintaining what? Local storage. What the local storage, guys, tell me? Local storage will maintain the data even after refresh also. Generally, in the store, if you maintain the data, that will gone. Tell me, that will gone. Tell me here, that will what? Gone. That will gone when you refresh. That will gone what? When you refresh, right? Maintain the data after refresh also. Exactly. To maintain the data after refresh, guys, you are taking the variable is what? Local storage. What storage here? Local storage. That's it, guys. Now tell me, you please tell me now. Once if you click on the login, click on what? What is authenticated? Is authenticated becomes what? Tell me, guys. Is authenticated becomes what? Is authenticated becomes the true. Then user becomes the action payload. And we are setting the username in the local storage. Maintain the state is what? Local storage. And second one is what? Tell me. Logout. When we click on the logout, authenticated becomes what? Authenticated becomes false. User becomes empty. And from the local storage, we have to remove the username. Remove the username. That is called local storage, guys. That is what? Local storage. That is what? Local storage. That is what? Local storage. That is called, you need to make the slice, guys. Please create this slice. What the slice name here? Authentication slice. Go for the slice. Where you have to create a slice? Under what? Store. Go for the store.jsx. Already purchase detail slice is there. Below that purchase detail slice, you please create a new slice. This is a new slice you created. This is what? New slice. Yeah, this is a new slice you created. Yeah, that is a new slice you created. And authentication slice, guys. Slice name is what? Authentication slice. You create a slice. After creating slice, configure the store. Tell me how to configure the store. Go to the configure store. Yeah, this is the configure store. Tell me, guys. Already you configured what? Products. You configured what? Cart. You configured what? Purchase details. Like that, you can put the comma. Today we need to configure what? Auth. That's what, guys. Authentication process. Generally, I call it say auth. Just you can go for the auth. Name is what? Auth colon. Tell me. Auth slice dot. Tell me, guys. Auth slice dot. Reducer. Auth slice dot what? Reducer. You created data. You created what? You created data here. Click on what? Reducer. authentication slice, and you created the slice, you configure the slice. Third step is what? We have to export. How to export? Tell me now. Export, constant braces. From which slice you have to export? The R slice dot what? Actions. What? How many reducers we have? Two reducers. One is the login. One is the like that is the we need to write in the where store. Store contains one slice for the today class. What is slice name? Authentication slice. What slice ma? Auth slice you can take. How many reducers we have? Two reducers. What is reducer one? Reducer two. Once if we click on the login, click on what? Login. Once if we click on the login, this reducer got executed. This is what? Login or log out? That is for the logout. Login and what? Logout. Okay, it's like that. You know these three lines, right? For the first line, authenticated becomes the false. Otherwise, here authenticated becomes the true. Why here logout should not contain action? Why login contains action? When you click on the login, we have to get the name. What the name? Username. When you click on the logout, means username should not come. Just log out. Just logout means that required, not required. Action is not required. Why you are using local storage? See, you are making the authenticated variable. If he is authenticated, one message, not authenticated, another message. That's what authenticated variable I maintain. What a variable name? Authenticated. I maintain the user. If he is authenticated true, print the username. Authenticated false, log out. That's what I maintain. How many variables are here? Two variables. One is how many variables I maintained here? Two variables. One is authenticated variable. One is username variable. If he is authenticated true means what? Print that username. The authenticated false means what? Username required empty. That's why this local storage. To maintain the data even after refresh. Generally, when we click on the refresh, then Redux will store will become what? Gone. If we click on what? Add to cart, click on add to cart, click on the refresh, store will gone. Like that, I don't want disappear my data. Don't want what? Disappear my data. That's what guys. Here we have the state authenticated. Second one is what? User. Third one is what? Local storage. This configuration to import statement, export statement, you know already. Leave it. So you got the point, right? Good. Guys, now you can go for the login operation. What operation, guys? Login. Tell me, guys, he successfully logged in. What we have to do? He successfully logged in. Then what we need to do? Once he successfully logged in, assume that once he logged in, you need to display the home page. Okay, so you click on the sign in. Once if you click on the sign in, he successfully logged in. We have to display what page? Tell me. Home page. What page? Home page. Welcome user and home page. Welcome user and what? Okay. Tell me what we need to do for that. Welcome login and what page we have to display? Home page. To display the home page, guys, when you check the login, check what? Login. Home page we need to take. Previously, you are checking with what? Just username, password, console.log of success, console.log of what? Failure. Like that, you are getting the message. But now you see the data. Now you can paste the data. I hope you know this one. If, tell me, if what? If username dot current dot value becomes what? Ratan, and password dot current dot value equal to Ratan at the rate 1, 2, 3. If he is done, success. If he is success means what we have to do? Success means either authenticated becomes the true and user becomes the username. It means what we need to do? That authenticated true username logic is there in the login page or in the store. Store you maintain how many reducers? So in the store, how many reducers you maintain? Yeah, two. What is the when you successful login, call the login reducer. Successfully logged out, call the logout reducer. What reducers tell me? Login and successfully logged in. We have to call the reducer. What reducer? What reducer? Successfully logged in, you call the reducer like login reducer. What reducer? That's what guys. If he success, If is what? Success. You dispatch the to where? You know dispatch, right? Why the dispatch action here? Just you can take the let. Tell me, let what? Dispatch. Dispatch. Let's dispatch equal to what? Use dispatch. Use dispatch. Then we are dispatch. Once he is logged in successfully. Tell me guys, logged in what? Successfully. What we are doing? We are dispatching to where? Dispatch to where? Login. Dispatch to where? Login. You dispatch to where? Login number. Login is there in where? Store. You dispatch it to login, giving your username. What is the username? Tell me. User dot current dot. Tell me guys. Once he is logged in successful, login check. Login successful. What we have to tell me? Login successful. The login successful means what we have to do in the store.js. We need to reduce. We need to send the request is reducer, right? To send authenticate is what? True. User is what? Payload. We need to call this reducer. Once he is logging what? Success. Tell me if login success, what we have to do? We need to go for what? Dispatch. Where we have dispatch? That login reducer, right? Click on what? Login reducer. What is the input we have to give? Action. What the action? Tell me. User dot username dot what? Username dot current dot value. Once he is logged in, we are dispatching to where? Hey, once he is logging success, what we have to do? Dispatch to? Dispatch to what? Dispatch to where? Store. Store reducer. What is the reducer name? Login to set the values what? Authenticated true and username setting. Username setting is ready. Store authentication username ready. That you can access in all the components wherever you want. That's what we are making the data in where? Store. That's what login is user.current.value. And after that, we need to navigate, guys. Now, what the purpose of navigate? They might have been the navigate hook. Align people, what a purpose of use navigate hook. Send it to API request. Once the login is success, what we have to do? Dispatch to where? Dispatch to store to the login reducer. Dispatching to where? Login reducer. Input is what? Username. See, once he is login success, you dispatch to login store. Dispatch to where? Login store. And once login successful, you should navigate to some other page. What page you want to navigate? You can give the page name /home page. Then tell me, guys, once you done the success, you enter the username password here. Click on what button? Login. What function got executed here? Login check function executed. You get the username current dot value and the password current dot what value. If it is success, I written the if condition. Fine. Any problem is there? Just you can write if condition, no problem. Otherwise, you can write a conditional rendering. That is up to you. Once he is success, then what we are doing? Login success is once the login success, what we are doing? Once the login success, we are dispatching to the login reducer. This line is dispatching to where? To the login reducer. In the login reducer, what we are writing? Making the login reducer, what we done? In the login reducer, we done only two steps. One is authenticated becomes the and username becomes the action name. That username becomes this is action name, right? How many steps total here? Two steps. Tell me when you do what is this line? Tell me this line is doing what? We are dispatching to where? We are dispatching to where? Dispatching to store reducer. What reducer name? Login reducer. Giving input is what? Username. Your username, current username you are giving. Then that goes to store. That action becomes what? Username. This is a login reducer. Then you are making the state authenticated is what? True. And user is what? Action payload. You know that action payload means what? Our input, right? What input? Uh, explain that if condition. Username password. Username password. Success ID. Story పంపిస్తున్నాం స్టోర్ లో ఏం పంపిస్తున్నాం స్టోర్ కి యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ స్టోర్ పంపిస్తున్నాం ఓకే గుడ్ యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ స్టోర్ పంపిస్తున్నాం నువ్వు స్టోర్ కి ఏం పంపిస్తున్నావు అడిగారు యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ స్టోర్ పంపిస్తున్నావా ఏం పంపిస్తున్నావు మీ మరి మీ క్లాస్ సార్ ఎంత దగ్గర యూజర్ నేమ్ పంపిస్తున్నావు మరి ఎక్కడ చెక్ చేసి యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ సక్సెస్ ఆర్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఎక్కడ విచ్ కాంపోనెంట్ స్టోర్ లో చెక్ చేసావా లాగిన్ కాంపోనెంట్ లో చెక్ చేసావా వేర్ యూ చెక్ ద లాగిన్ సక్సెస్ ఆర్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ లాగిన్ కాంపోనెంట్ లో చెక్ చేసా వన్స్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈ సక్సెస్ డిస్పాచింగ్ టు లాగిన్ dispatch to what login ఏంటిది what is the login name ఆ login ఏంటిది మీరు ఆ పక్కన you are dispatching not understand this code. Based on the previous knowledge, you can do this all the code, right? You know how to check the username, password, double dispatch, login, navigate, everything you know now. Generally, this all you have to do, but you are busy with what? Busy with what? Meetings and chartings. That's what I'm taking care. Hey, నీ పక్కన లేపు ఈ పక్కన ఆయన సార్ మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి సార్ మనడు కూడా ఇంద్రజాలం అన్నాడు ఇఫ్ లాగిన్ సక్సెస్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డూయింగ్ ఆడన్నా ఎవరైనా మాట్లాడండి అవి కూడా మాట్లాడారు మనం చెప్తా చెప్పిన పద్ధతిగా సూత్య పనులుగా చెప్పిన వన్స్ ఇఫ్ లాగిన్ సక్సెస్ వాట్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఈ లైన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయమా దిస్ లైన్ యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఈ లైన్ ఏం చేసినా అందరిపోయాక యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ స్టోరీ పంపిస్తున్నాం అంతే కదమ్మా అది కరెక్టేనమ్మా కరెక్ట్ అని చెప్పు యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ స్టోరీ పంపిస్తాం అంతే కదా అంతే కదా అంతే ఏం చేస్తాం వీఆర్ డిస్పాచింగ్ యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ టు ద స్టోర్ అంతేనా అంతే కదా వెరీ గుడ్ ఈ లైన్ లో నీకు పాస్వర్డ్ ఎక్కడ కనపడుతుందమ్మా ఆ లైన్ లో పాస్వర్డ్ ఎక్కడ కనపడుతుంది నీకు పాస్వర్డ్ కనపడుతుందా Online people responded. Dispatching login reducer to store the along with the username. To along to store, yeah, it needs to maintain the state, right, Momota? Yeah, to maintain the state like authentication true, authentication false, is authenticated true or false. We are dispatching to which reducer? Login reducer. Are you who told to Citra for you? ఈ లైన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తావా వెరీ గుడ్ ఇఫ్ యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ రెండు సక్సెస్ అయితే లాగిన్ స్టోర్ దాని పేరేంటి లాగిన్ స్టోర్ దాని పేరు ఏమంటారు రెడ్యూసర్ వెరీ గుడ్ సరే అంటున్నా వెరీ గుడ్ సార్ ఇదిగో అంతసేపు అడగాల్సిన అవసరం ఒక పాయింట్ బట్టి చెప్పేయచ్చు వాట్ యువర్ అనేది మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో కూడా మీ ముందు కూర్చొని navigate purpose tell me you tell me parle no problem navigate when values what value authenticated true means navigate and what is true authentication true where is authenticated there नहीं इधर रखना पड़ता वो क्लास पे नहीं उधर आएगा नहीं इधर वो ऑथेंटिकेटेड नहीं उधर कुछ वेरिएबल है वो क्या नहीं ना उधर उधर है ऑथेंटिकेटेड ऑथराइज्ड 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 she authorized no not authorized still okay authenticated right authenticated but not authorized okay wait 2 months you'll get authorization also topic is what Listen up. Sit down. नहीं నువ్వు చెప్పరా నువ్వు sit down రారి నువ్వు ఒక లైన్ అని చెప్పరా అసలు ఏంద్ర ఇదంతా లాగిన్ అది లాగిన్ నేను లాగౌట్ ఏమ్మా పాస్వర్డ్ Laughing is nice, sir. Yes. What I have to do, Anu, huh? This guy Sunday na morning breakfast is completely done. Then come and sleeping. What's your name? ఏం పేరు నీ పేరు కాజా కాజా coming. He's waiting for Roger. Sit down, sit down. Hey, we are dispatching to where? Tell me. Login reducer. See, once if you successfully logged in, username, password. See, what the username, password you entered here. Username and password you entered. After entering the username, password and login check functionality executed. If username, password success, we are dispatching to login reducer. Dispatching to where? Login reducer is doing the state equal to what? Authenticated equal to true and username. And what? Username. You are navigating which page? Tell me. Home page, right? Exactly. Navigate what page? If you log in failure means what the message is displaying? Your credentials are wrong. Please check once. Okay, that is the message you are getting here. Just you can go for the browser, click on the refresh, enter the username is what? Ratan, password is what? Ratan at the rate. Tell me guys, Ratan at the rate what? 1, 2, 3. Ratan at the rate what? 1, 2, 3. Click on this one. Yeah, click on what button guys here? Login button. Once you click on the login, what the message you will get? Once if you login means what? It is navigating to where? Navigate what page? Nice. Navigate to home page. If you successfully log in, navigate to home page. Click on the login. Click on what? Login. It's navigating, not navigating. Not navigating. Inspect the data here once. Go for the console and click on what? Refresh. And click on what? Login. Yeah, see guys, navigate is not defined. It's saying that navigate book maybe it's not imported, I think, not used, I think. Yeah, here I used dispatch, but didn't use what? Navigate. Tell me guys, navigate. Let navigate equal what? Use navigate. Nice. Use navigate like this. Fine. Then navigate is imported. Use navigate is imported. Then you can go to the browser, refresh. You click on the wrong details. I enter the wrong details. Tell me guys, I entered what details are wrong. Click on login. You got the message that what? Alert message you are getting. Your credentials are what? Wrong. Check once. Click on OK. Enter the correct details. Ratan and what? Ratan at the rate 1, 2, 3. Click on what button here? Login. Once if you click on the login, now save. What page coming? Wait, what page coming? What page coming means what happened? Login success. Dispatching to which page? Dispatching which page? Dispatching to home page. But here we should get the message is what? Sign, welcome Satya. Welcome Satya and the sign out button. The sign in should disappear, right? The sign in should what? That sign in does disappear and we should get what? What page? Yeah. Sign on page, right? Sign on. Sign out. Yes, exactly. But okay, that message I will display after the break. As of now, we created what? The login processing. Just you can write these notes. Up to now, what we done? Tell me what the file? Login.jsx. Login.jsx, what we are doing? Tell me. Enter the username, enter the password, click on login. Also, if you click on the login, what function got executed here? Login check. Check the username password. Once if you check the username password, if it is success, dispatch to where? Login reducer. Dispatch to what? Dispatch to the login reducer because reducer is there in the store. We are giving input is what? Name. Once you login success, navigate what page? Home page. And in the store, what we return? Tell me the store, what we return? Store we return the create the new slice. What the slice name here? Authentic auth slice. You just create a slice. What the slice is doing? Slice is doing what? Login reducer and logout reducer. What the login reducer is doing? Taking the state and the action. Logout reducer taking what? Only state. If he is logged in, then authenticated becomes what? True. And username becomes a payload name. Username becomes what? Payload. And local stays we understood. What the purpose of local storage? Local storage will maintain the data. uh, after 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 refresh also we can maintain the data like card.jsx. Then you can take what? Card slice. Like that we have the data. Then after that we need to what you can say configure, right? Already how many you configured? Three already configured. You configure this authentication dot what? Reducer. This is like configure the store. After configure the store, tell me here, after configure what? Store. After configuring the store, we need to go for what? Export. Tell me we done with what? Export, right? Where is export ratio? This line we have export. Login and what? That is the process. Are you clear now? Yeah. You want me to display that message also now after break? You do one thing. After break now what? Then after break we will see that. Write the points. For the purpose of useref hook, useref hook to read the data from the form. Read the data from where? To read the data from the form, useref hook. Use dispatch to reducer, dispatch to store, dispatch the action to store reducer. Navigator, navigate the data. This is like login.jsx and this is like store.card.jsx or store.js. Store.js. And I hope you know that one link you can create in the app.jsx. In app.jsx, what we have to create? App.jsx. In app.jsx, you created what? A link, right? What the link? Sign in. Yeah, this is a link we need to create to work.jsx. For that link, you please add one route. What a route here? Login route. Write the points. Online people, you write the points and I place in the chat box. .jsx. So .jsx. Swipe code one person default required whatever it enter the from that name like welcome user and enter the yeah, exactly. No, see that username you given, right? And we are checking that username with again here Ratan, no? That's what that username should be matched with Ratan, then only it is logged in, right? Yeah, this is for the static details. It's not for the even if you enter the Ratan, then this Ratan is matched with this Ratan, then only welcome Ratan you will get. If you give the Satish, then username you enter the Satish the which is not equal to the Ratan, right? Yeah, for that we need to maintain the multiple user details, registration details. Yeah, multiple registration details. No, even once if we close, it will store in the browser cookie, right? Sometimes if you even close the what you can say Amazon and Flipkart, it is opening like again welcome message, right? Until you log out. That we need to implement at the backend. REST APIs we have to use. And Java people means I make it maintain the REST APIs, but you guys are Python, you please check once. That should not be done at client side. That should be done at backend. Online people, I'm closing the meeting. You please join the class again by 11 o'clock because 11 o'clock I will meet and make the remaining process. Bye.